A very good Friday to all, and it is indeed a good Friday, for the veil is torn in two forever. Read that post that I put up, or just read Matthew 25. Talks about when Jesus gave up his spirit, that the veil was torn in two from top to bottom, and the earth shook. People came out of their tombs and walked around. Imagine. But that is not imaginary, it happened. He's coming with power and fighting our battles. That's a song we're going to sing as a choir in church this Sunday on Easter, and it's just ringing in my spirit. But what I want to say quickly is that I watched the show Designated Survivor. I don't know how many of you know that show. I don't really watch a lot of things, but that show gets to me. And so it airs on Wednesday night, but we get home too late to see it, and so we watch it on Thursdays. And last night, this designated survivor who becomes president of the United States with his wife, the very last thing they expected, they are just designated survivors of a tragic situation. Anyhow, him and his wife are working on getting a bill passed regarding gun control. And I'm not even going to talk about that matter, gun control. But his wife goes to a certain place to speak, to keep a promise that she made to somebody. And she runs into this congressman who is completely against their idea to revise the gun control law. And he stops, she sees him in the lobby, he's with some people, and she says something to him. He says, good luck with your bill. And she says, it's not about luck, it's about saving lives. And he has like two or three people with him. One of the people with him was very struck by what this first lady said. And when the House of Representatives, the Senate, goes to vote, it seems like they're not getting the 5 Republican votes that they need, and they're all like, oh, okay, they believed that they were defeated. And when it gets to this woman's chair, she has to say A or nay or no. And to everyone's surprise, she says A. And later on, she goes to the president's office. He invites her in. They were all stunned that she voted that way, because her husband preceded her and always vote against revising the gun control bill. So she goes to the president's office and she's talking with him and his wife. And she just said that, she was convicted. She knew that she had to vote the right way regardless of the repercussions, because so many of the people that they reached out to vote along with them were completely consumed by the thought of not getting voted in again, re-elections and stuff. And it just made me think about our stand for Jesus, that against every approval, against everything, re-election, we can't live by that. She took a stand for what she knew was right, and it just struck me spiritually that that's the way it has to happen. So I just encourage you today. Here goes the tape getting wonky. I can see it on my screen. I just encourage myself with you today. Let's search our hearts and do what we know is right. Let's be unashamed to need the vote of the people out here. They never did anything for us, really, and they never ever will. Let's be bold and stand up for anything that God tells us to, obviously including speaking for Him and making our state of belief known. That really just struck me. It was something that you don't see a lot, but it's really the life of a believer. Conviction moves you to do things against the flow and the norm. And I really was shocked by seeing how many of those senators told the president, I'd love to vote with you, but re-elections are coming around and every vote counts. And All that stuff. If people don't like you, if people don't like you, if people don't like you, what did they ever do for us anyhow? We weren't born for people to like us, and there are going to be a lot of people who don't like us when we do the right thing. A whole lot of people. I talked to a friend yesterday who shared us a little bit with me about what she went through for taking a stand for God. It's going to happen. Jesus said it would happen in our own household. Just how far will we go?